Hi everyone, welcome to my channel, and yes, the much awaited trailer for Brahmastra is here. It dropped today. I'm very excited to watch it, and this is a movie that I'm extremely eager to watch. It's one of my most anticipated releases that I want to watch in the theaters for this year, and I don't want to delay this any further. Let's just watch this quickly. Oh, that was Nandi.
जल
Nandi बोल.
वायु अग्नि प्राचीन काल से हमारे बीच
Elementals?
कुछ ऐसी शक्तियां हैं जो अस्त्रों में भरी हुई है।
Not Hanuman.
ये कहानी है इन सारे अस्त्रों के देवता की, ब्रह्मास्त्र, और एक ऐसे नौजवान की जो इस बात से अनजान है कि वो ब्रह्मास्त्र की किस्मत का सिकंदर है, शिवा।
DJ Shiva.
कौन हो तुम?
क्या हो तुम?
रंग जाऊं जो मैं हाथ लगाऊं।
शिवा, तुम्हारा हाथ?
ईशा, मैं आग से जलता नहीं। कुछ रिश्ता है मेरा आग से। आग मुझे जलाती नहीं। कुछ चल रहा है इस दुनिया में ईशा। कुछ पुरानी शक्तियां हैं और उनके कुछ रक्षक हैं।
सहस्र नंदिम समर्प्यम हे नंदी अस्त्रम खंड खंड कुरु।
लेकिन एक अंधेरा भी है
Okay, Nagarjuna is Nandi.
जो सब कुछ भस्म कर देगा।
हमारा सिर्फ एक मकसद, ब्रह्मास्त्र।
Okay, she looks great.
तुम जुड़े हुए हो शिवा हमारी इस अस्त्रों की दुनिया से, क्योंकि तुम खुद एक अस्त्र हो। अग्नि अस्त्र।
तू अग्नि है।
Ooh, that's a nice shot. Is that Shah Rukh? A lot of people were saying that Shah Rukh. No, I don't think so. Gada tha.
खेल शुरू।
There's too many things going on. There's too much information. There's too much of information going on. I have to watch it again. But my absolute first thought is that it's exciting. It looks exciting. It looks very grand. And you know, I was thinking that whenever I go for like the current releases, I'm pretty sure they're going to show this trailer in the theater. I'm actually wanting to see this trailer in the theater, how it's going to look. But let's just watch it. Now I'm gonna pause because I feel that we need to look into a couple of visuals. So that's first I thought this was Ranbir, but then Nandi Astra is with Nagarjuna, so that's Nagarjuna. Yeah, that is him. Sorry. Now when I'm looking closely, I love the shot. So it's like an avatar kind of thing. Wow, that's interesting. You know what? I mean, this is very far-fetched. This is very far-fetched. Sort of reminded me of Moon Knight. Where you have the gods, but you know, they don't fight the battles themselves. They have somebody else to fight the battles for them. And here also, it's almost like that. Like you have, of course, you have all the devtas, you have all the gods, and then, but their astras are getting protected by, you know, select few who probably are passing on these astras from generation to generation. That's what I feel like. I love the shot. This was nice.
जल,
So we have the factor of elements also, Jal, Agni,
वायु,
Vayu.
अग्नि,
A lot of people said that this is Shah Rukh Khan.
जल,
I personally don't think so.
वायु,
I don't know why I don't. I feel that it's Ranbir only. Like Ranbir in his full potential. Like when he absolutely has a power over Agni, then he becomes Shiva like that. I think so. Could be wrong.
अग्नि।
तो बहुत लोग बोल रहे
प्राचीन
हैं
काल
Shah
से हमारे बीच कुछ ऐसी शक्तियां हैं
Rukh. Right.
जो अस्त्रों में भरी हुई है।
I really like this shot, Hanuman. So I feel वही मुझे लगा that every you see that entire thing, that is I feel ब्रह्मास्त्र, जब वो एक element एक के पास है, and then when you connect all of that together, that's when the ब्रह्मास्त्र gets revealed. That's what I feel.
ये कहानी है
This thing, because you see one shot where it's getting joined. And then once this gets joined, I feel that the elements, like एक element will represent Agni, one piece is going to represent water, one piece gets represented by wind and all, and everybody is protecting, like it's scattered around the globe, and everybody is sort of protecting it, like whoever has been given that responsibility. So there are a group of people, like I don't know what to call them exactly, मतलब जो उनकी रक्षा कर रहे हैं probably, and of course you see Moni Roy's entire army who wants to get hold of Brahmastra. She wants that power, and she's preparing an army to fight against these guys. So it's of course like a proper good versus evil thing only. हाँ, this is a story about a lot.
सारे अस्त्रों के देवता की ब्रह्मास्त्र, और एक ऐसे नौजवान की जो इस बात से अनजान है।
They shouldn't have revealed that. This is one thing which I did not like. कि Amitabh Bachchan already revealed that, okay, he's not aware of his power. Like, okay, don't reveal it. Like, we know this is an origin story for Shiva because this is just part one. This is his story along with the love story, because I feel those two would be very, very critical. Like his journey, his origin story plus the love story.
कि वो ब्रह्मास्त्र की किस्मत का सिकंदर है।
Yeah, I wish that was not revealed. He's the DJ.
कौन हो तुम?
क्या हो तुम?
रंग जाऊं जो मैं हाथ लग।
This was an interesting color choice. It's like pink, the fire element which is shown. Pink and reddish. That's interesting.
हाथ लगाऊं।
Fire attracts him, so he.
शिवा तुम्हारा हाथ?
ईशा, मैं आग से जलता नहीं।
यहाँ I feel the intensity of dialogues over here were a little. I could be totally wrong. This is just like, don't attack me for this. This is just what I feel. That I feel where this I feel is a very pivotal scene, because she finds out that he doesn't like gets affected with fire, because वो पहली बार देख रही है कि वो आग उसके हाथ में like आ रही है, like he's attracting that fire, but I don't feel that shock on her face. It could be totally just me, but this is what I feel. This is a very pivotal scene, but I don't feel that intensity. So these are a couple of things which I thought were putting me off a little, but the positives outweigh the negatives over here completely. Oh, sorry.
कुछ रिश्ता है मेरा आग से। आग मुझे जलाती नहीं।
So in the entirety of the trailer, I loved most of the visuals that I like, but this visual looked a little off to me. This is the only visual. This is the only visual which felt that it didn't match with all the grandness of the rest of the visuals. Now, if somebody is an animator or somebody who works in computer graphics, please let me know like if this is good or not, because to my naked eyes, all the other visuals look freaking awesome. They look amazing. But except this one. Except this one. So please let me know.
कुछ चल रहा है इस दुनिया में ईशा, कुछ पुरानी शक्तियां हैं।
I love this. Just the color grading looks amazing. Just the color grading itself looks amazing.
रक्षक है।
सहस्रनंदिं समर्प्यम हे नंदी अस्त्रम खंड खंड कुरु।
लेकिन एक अंधेरा भी है।
I feel this is going to be Ranbir's final look. They are not revealing it. मुझे क्यों ऐसा लग रहा है? I have this funny feeling because of course, see, even though it's based on Hinduism and our history and culture, but it's set in modern era. So there would be some people thinking that, oh, you know, all of this while wearing modern clothes looks a bit off, but it is set in today's era. But I have a feeling that this look is going to be Ranbir's final look. Like when part 1 ends, this is the actual Ranbir Kapoor that we are going to see, and they're not revealing it. Of course, I mean, the element of surprise will not be there then. Who's that?
सब कुछ भस्म कर देगा।
I really liked her in this trailer. She just has one dialogue, but I really liked her. The way her dialogue delivery was कि एक ही हमारा मकसद ब्रह्मास्त्र. I feel she's gonna be like, she surprised me the most. She surprised me the most here. I feel her screen presence is great. She looks absolutely great. I loved how there's different colors. I think the color palette looks amazing.
हमारा सिर्फ एक मकसद ब्रह्मास्त्र।
Yeah, so see this thing. So there would be several pieces scattered, and then finally Amitabh Bachchan is giving training to him.
हमारी
I
इस
feel.
अस्त्रों की दुनिया से, क्योंकि तुम खुद एक अस्त्र हो।
Again they revealed this. These are certain things which I didn't wanted to be revealed. Like, okay, he's not aware of his powers, and तुम खुद ही एक अस्त्र हो. So he's actually the Agni Astra. He himself. There is no piece of astra that he has to wear for him to wield that power. It is within him, and that's a big reveal. Okay, but it's okay. चलता है.
अग्नि अस्त्र।
स्वयं ही तू अग्नि है. Now the music from this part till the end is epic. That's the best part of the BGM that I found. I feel this is Ranbir Kapoor only. I feel this is Ranbir Kapoor only at the very end. At the very end. It has to be him. It has to be him. I don't think it's Shah Rukh. They're not going to reveal it like that. I could be wrong. I could be clowned in the theaters when I watch it, but light, fire. इसमें तो इसके हाथ में गदा है.
खेल शुरू।
Yep, I'm hyped. I'm hyped. I'm totally hyped. Let me stop this here. Wow. So I told you the things which did not work for me. It's just that little exchange between Alia and Ranbir over there. कि you know तुम्हारा हाथ, you know, and then she's like मुझे आग नहीं, कुछ मुझे आग से मैं जलता नहीं हूँ. I mean, it just felt a little flat. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying, and I'm pretty sure that's. I hope that that's not the case in the entire film. And it happens, you know, when you're watching certain scenes from the trailer, it feels off. But when you're watching it in the film, it actually makes sense in the flow of the scene, because there have been so many cases. Like, I mean, take the latest film, Bhool Bhulaiya 2, for example. The trailer was a bit underwhelming, but when you saw the film, watching the trailer only, it felt that the comedy is not going to work. It feels off. The dialogue seems a little cringe and stuff like that. But when you're watching it with context of the scene and the film, it worked. It worked. So I feel that probably is the case here. The BGM at the end, I'm actually waiting for Kesaria. I like how they included that different version of Kesaria over here. Waiting for the actual song, full song to come out. But from the moment Amitabh Bachchan says कि तुम अग्नि अस्त्र हो, अग्नि के अस्त्र हो, तुम ही हो, then from that part the BGM is just a chef's kiss. It's beautifully done. It's beautifully done. Like I said, if somebody who's watching is into computer graphics and stuff, because like you can let me know, you can give your expert opinion if it looks if it's at par or not, like it's in a good standard or not, because to me it looks good. To me it looks phenomenal. I really like that avatar kind of thing of, we see the snake, we see Hanuman, Lord Hanuman, we see Nandi, Lord Nandi. So these are these were quite interesting. I did not expect that. I did not expect that avatar thing to happen. So they of course are protectors. So I have a slight idea of the storyline. Probably the first part is going to be, of course, Ranbir's origin story, but you have, of course, this set of people who hold different elements, and when they come together, they become the BRAHMASTRA. And Moni Roy's army, her army is looking after that. So that's going to be a fight. Oh wow, that is going to be so interesting. It is going to be a fight between the gods. Oh wow. But I don't know, because since I saw that avatar kind of thing, they would be fighting, like Nagarjuna would be fighting and Ranbir would be fighting, and Ranbir himself is an Astra. So he's Shiva, like he has power within. And then we have the love story. I feel the love story is going to be very central to the plot, and I hope they integrated well. For me, after watching this trailer, I feel that there are two things which this movie will heavily rely on. One is, of course, like these two things have to work parallelly for this movie to become a blockbuster. Number one is definitely the CGI, the VFX basically, and because it is absolutely relying very, very heavily on it. Like every other shot has some sort of visual effect. Every other shot over there has some sort of visual effect. So we know this movie is going to be very, very visual effects heavy. So that needs to work throughout this film, throughout the film. It's not like, okay, in one shot it looks good, in another shot it looks a little bit, subpar. It cannot be like that. Second thing, and the most important thing for me, is the story. If the story doesn't work, you do any, you do great VFX, you do whatever, you cast great actors, it's just gonna fall flat. So I hope that, all these elements of Hinduism have been integrated well, and it looks like it's very rooted to our culture. Even though it's like a modern depiction, it feels that it should be rooted to our culture and we will be able to relate to it, and this looks absolutely like a magnum opus. So yes, my only thing is I hope that it's a well put together story, and of course, because the concern is that it's a trilogy. Imagine if the first only doesn't work. Imagine the first movie doesn't work, then of course there is going to be zero hype for the second one, because people will be like, first was not that great. Yeah, the VFX was good, the acting was great, but the story was like thanda. So they are not going to be, excited for the second one. So the first has to be presented well, and I feel they would, because I believe in Ayan's vision. I feel Ayan Mukherjee is a good filmmaker, and he probably has gotten good acting out of all the star cast, and of course a good storyline. So excited for the music also of this film, though I don't want too many songs. एक तो रणबीर का इंट्रोडक्टरी सॉन्ग मुझे दिख गया यहाँ पे. Looks like, there when DJ Shiva is going to get introduced, you see that song, there are visuals of that song. I feel that is his introduction song. It clearly feels that. There's going to be one, it's okay, and that's one song. Kesari is going to be another song. I don't know how many more songs are there. I just don't want it to be overloaded with too many songs. I just don't want an overload of a lot of things. Like, even if it's VFX heavy, you don't need VFX on everything. Like, it should be balanced. That's what I feel. But it looks great. I love the color palette of this trailer. Like how they have separated all the elements. It's intriguing to see that Ranbir's fire element is a combination of orange and pink. That was really cool. I like that. Then of course you see Nandi Astra, that's blue with the water. Then there's this yellow kind of color palette over there. We have the red, which is Moni Roy's color palette over there. So that all of that looks amazing. And the most impact I feel the trailer had, the impact the actor had on me from this trailer is Moni Roy. Surprisingly, it's not Ranbir, it's not Alia, it's actually Moni. It's not even Amitabh Bachchan and Nagarjuna. It's actually Moni Roy who grabbed my attention in that just one dialogue she said, in that glimpse of hers. She completely grabbed my attention. So I have hopes for this movie. I'm really, I just want this movie to work, not because it's very big budget and if it doesn't work then it, you know, makers are going to face losses. I want this film to work for the sheer reason that just this attempt, you know, it's scary, it's a risk, and if this works, it opens up a huge door for other makers to take such risks and have that confidence that no, we can make a film which is rooted to our own culture, and you have those fantasy, you know, a little bit fantasy elements. Sort of like a superheroish kind of element to it, a little bit fantasy also attached to it because of these beautiful spectacle, and you know, something, and you know, this is just a game changer. So you know, if audiences love this film, it opens up a huge door for other filmmakers to even try and think of making projects like this. So yeah, I wish nothing but the best to the makers. I am very, very eager to watch this film. Very, very, after a long time, I just feel that that's why, you know, when you want something to work from your heart, this is one of those films. You know, when you watch a trailer or when you watch a movie, anything, be it a big budget or a small budget, and from heart you feel that you want this to work. You want this to work. This is what I feel for this film. I really want it to work, and it'll only work if it has a good story. I always believe that it will work if it has a good story. If the story is not engaging, then rest of the things, people will forget about it. People will forget about it, and people will say, they attempted it, but yeah, it's fine. It didn't work for us. It didn't work for us because if you can't grip the audience with the story, it doesn't matter at the end of the day. So yes, that was the reaction. Those were my thoughts on the trailer of BRAHMÁSTRA, directed by Ayan Mukherjee, and we got the trailer very early, I would say. Considering the movie is releasing in September, but I cannot wait to watch this trailer in the theaters. I hope they start releasing the trailer in the theaters. I want to watch this trailer in the theater, that big screen. Maybe it'll look even better, I feel, with all this color palette, you know, beautiful visuals going on. So yeah, all the best once again to the makers, and share in your thoughts in the comments below. Were you underwhelmed? Were you overwhelmed? Do you think you met your expectation or not? I would love to know, like in certain parts where I said about the dialogues and all, where it really quite did not meet my expectation, but overall, like I said, the positives outweigh the negatives for me here. So overall, I'm very, very happy. And yes, with that note, I will end this video here, and yeah, I'll see you soon on my next one. Bye.